And welcome into On the Mark and On the Mic here on the Recliner Media Network, reclinermedia.com, on this Christmas Eve morning. This year has just flown by, and that's what happens when you're having fun, as we always have fun. Sorry we weren't with you whenever we tried last. We had a lot of technical difficulties last time, so we just said, screw it. We'll come back for Christmas Eve. Also gives us time to talk about what's dropping in like 10 hours about Stranger Things Volume 2, the next 3 episodes. We'll get into that. We're going to do a little bit things differently, too, around the wheel review time, second half of the show. We will do our top 5 Christmas movies. So that'll be on the docket, as well as we will spin the wheel review for next week's watching assignment. So we're just going to scrap everything that we were going to do and have a festive little twist. Mark, how the heck are you? Merry Christmas. We made it. We're here.
Merry Christmas. Glad to be here. Once again, sorry, folks, for the last few weeks, but here we are, and wouldn't be anywhere else on this Christmas Eve.
There you go. That's what we like. We got a festive border around your screens, and we are ready to roll. If you're new to the program, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe to everything that we put out on X, at Recliner Media, at Michael Spillin. Mark has yet to join X still. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, at Recliner Media. On our live shows, you can also call or text us if you'd like, 720-375-2341. This and all many pods on the network brought to you by Pikes Peaks Sports Cards. And you can go to Facebook and Instagram as well, as we are live on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube as we speak. So normally we start with what are we watching, and we normally run things down. We just got through week 16, Mark. There's only 2 weeks left of the regular season, which is crazy to think about. How about the Seattle Seahawks overtaking the number 1 seed in the NFC West, barely escaping the Rams 38-37 on Thursday Night Football? That was a crazy game.
Couple of questionable calls. I mean, I don't know. I think they got it right. That was kind of crazy at the end of the game, but it's kind of just tough to watch that one go down as it did, as crazy of an ending as it was. But then again, the Rams had their chance to slam the door shut. So you got to tip your cap to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I'd never seen a 2-point conversion get converted in that fashion, which was really weird.
Wild.
Yeah, the Eagles officially eliminate the Dallas Cowboys from any kind of contention and win the NFC East for back-to-back years. What was it? The first time the NFC East has had back-to-back champions since like 2016. That's crazy.
Yep. Also, fun fact, quick stat. We are now at the 30-year mark where every team in the NFC has reached an NFC championship game for the last 30 years, except for the Dallas Cowboys.
That's nothing new. This was also a crazy game. Sorry, Mark, at the expense of your team losing back-to-back weeks to my 2 teams, I guess. The Chicago Bears escape a thriller in the Windy City, 22-16. We were texting back and forth. I get it. No Jordan Love. Malik Willis had his moments. I mean, that's a slippery dude. Like, the Bears defense couldn't tackle him to save their lives. If it wasn't for a botch snap and an onside kick, they Packers get out of Chicago with the victory. And was it 16-6 with like 3 minutes left? I think I saw the stat where the Packers had a 99.6% chance to win that game. 99.6. That's crazy. And then,
I was going to say, I got to tip my cap to the Bears, as much as I hate to say that, but to be able to come back and not just, I mean, they just didn't stop. They didn't stop. They capitalized on every mistake that was had. And then that overtime touchdown was a beautiful catch. I'm telling you right now, if that was the Packers that win it that way, I would have ran my mouth so hard over the Bears fans, but hell of a catch. It is what it is. Romeo Dobbs should have gotten the onside kick there. Oh well, you know what I mean. Got to move on.
Yeah, and first play from scrimmage and overtime, they just said screw it. We're going 60 yards, and a perfect throw from Caleb Williams to DJ Moore was absolutely insane. So Bears escape still atop the NFC North right now as it stands. How about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Like, are they going to choke away the NFC South? Like, what is going on? The Carolina Panthers have just come out of nowhere and are in first place in the NFC South. It's crazy. I mean, it's a terrible division. Don't get me wrong. Like, what are they, 6-7 or something stupid? And they're winning that division. It's crazy.
Dude, I will say this. It makes me feel better about the Packers losing to the Panthers all those weeks ago.
8-7. Yeah. 8-7 is the Carolina Panthers, but they seems as though they just came out of nowhere. The Browns kept it close with the Bills. The Bills escaped Cleveland with a 23-20 victory over the Cleveland Browns. The Chargers absolutely pollywopped. I don't know if that's an adjective or a verb or not, but they destroy the Dallas Cowboys and shred any hope of the stupid Cowboys entering the playoffs, 34-17. I mean, the matchup of the weekend, Mark, the New Orleans Saints take care of the Jets 29-6 in just an absolutely meaningless game. Speaking of meaningless, Minnesota beats the Giants 16-13. Speaking of meaningless again, the Titans all over the Chiefs 26-9. More bad news for the Kansas City Chiefs. Not only did Patty Mahomes tear his ACL and is out obviously for the rest of the season, Gardner Minshew tears his ACL literally a week later and is out for the rest of the season. They signed some guy nobody's ever heard of, and I think he's famously quoted as saying, "I bet I can throw a football over the mountains." So they signed him off. They signed him off the Giants practice squad. So yeah, the Chiefs will play the Broncos on Christmas. It was supposed to be a marquee matchup on primetime game on Christmas, Mark. Now it's absolutely dog water. So another meaningless matchup. The Bengals all over the Dolphins, 45-21. Another meaningless matchup. The Falcons beat the Cardinals, 26-19. And the Jaguars go into Mile High and beat the Broncos. First time the Broncos have lost since last season at home, 34-20. We kind of talked about this pre-show. Everyone, like you said, was just kind of waiting for Denver to lose a game so they can call the Denver Broncos what they thought they were. Shades of Denny Green back in the day. Bears who we thought they were. But we talked, just an off day for everybody. I don't know. I would have said they're looking ahead to the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are going nowhere. So I don't know if it was a looking past your opponent. Jaguars now in pretty good position in the AFC as they're on top of the AFC South now. They have clinched a playoff spot. So Jaguars are rolling. The Steelers keep their hopes alive. Lions are fading fast, 29-24. Pittsburgh wins. The Houston Texans keep their dreams alive as well, but they barely beat the Raiders, 23-21. Patriots have a chance to still win the number one overall seed in the AFC, 28-24. That was a good comeback by the Patriots on Sunday night. And, of course, yesterday the 49ers almost double up the Colts, 48-27, despite a pretty good game from grandfather Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, and they almost had that comeback late in the fourth quarter, but San Francisco, a couple big plays kind of just put the nail in the coffin. But Phillip Rivers looking not like the old Phillip Rivers, but I mean he was able to manage the game like they wanted him to.
Yeah, and I saw a post where it is just still so beautiful how Phillip Rivers is dissecting a defense at the line of scrimmage. Remember how Peyton Manning used to do, just move guys around, shuffle dudes around, and he was doing the same thing. So that part has not escaped his mind. Obviously, still a sharp football mind. Still dropping dimes with that weird throw that he has. So
ugly throw.
So as the standings sit right now, everybody in the NFC East is eliminated from playoff contention except for the Philadelphia Eagles. 3 out of the 4 teams in the NFC North remain in playoff contention, except for the Minnesota Vikings. We mentioned the Bears 11-4, Green Bay 9-5-1, Detroit 8-7, Carolina, Tampa Bay, still playoff hopes alive for the NFC South, and it is, it is crazy. NFC West right now, and Seattle right now sitting at 12-3, as the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Rams have all clinched a playoff berth, which is crazy. All because of the Lions lost. That was all the Lions' fault that all 3 of those teams clinched.
Yeah, thanks to Detroit.
Crazy. Yeah. Lions gonna lion. Over in the AFC, Pittsburgh again 9-6. Somehow they just keep doing it, Mark. I don't get it. Right now 9-6. Baltimore still alive. AFC South, we mentioned Jacksonville clinched a playoff berth. Don't know where they're going to be seated. Houston and Indy still alive. And then in the AFC West, Denver and Chargers have clinched a playoff spot. Obviously, the Chiefs and the Raiders. I saw this too. First time, how about this? First time since 2016, the AFC playoffs will not feature Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, or Peyton Manning. Crazy.
Breath of fresh air, if you ask me.
Yeah, get the hell out of I mean, the Broncos are still there, but get the hell out of here.
And it's like I said, it's the way the NFL and the MLB are the worst on how they shove those players down everybody's throats. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a Taylor Swift hater, but the same thing they did with her. They made a lot of people hate her just because of the Chiefs, and just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. We needed this. We needed this.
Absolutely.
It was great. Great stuff. Anything else on your watch list?
The college playoffs started, and Bama won, so that kind of pissed me off. But still interested. I was really shocked over Miami and Texas A&M, and Texas A&M putting on a snoozer, not getting anything done. And they lost 10-3. So very tough, but very excited to see how everything unfolds.
Yeah, and everyone's kind of like watching that JMU game as well. Like, what the hell? What are they doing there? Like,
no business.
Look
what happened to Tulane. I mean, no business.
I was just about to say, what is Tulane doing there? What is going on?
I can't. So just a waste of a berth.
Coming up coming up to Friday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Coming up Friday, there's some games on, but nothing really much going. A bunch of bowl games on. You have what are these stupid bowl games even called? The Game Above Sports Bowl, really? That's a barn burner. Central Michigan and Northwestern, that'll be great. The Rate Bowl, really? Rate? New Mexico and Minnesota, dumb. The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, are you kidding me with these names? That'll be Saturday, Penn State and Clemson. The Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl, Tennessee and Illinois. The Valero Alamo Bowl with a ranked team, if you're interested in that. USC and TCU. TCU, man, they really fell off too, huh? And then coming up on New Year's Eve, we have a Quest Bowl? Like, what? Iowa and Vanderbilt. That actually could be a very good game, but nobody cares about bowl games anymore. The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, 18 Michigan, 13 Texas in that one. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Let's just put as many freaking names in front of these bowls.
They're running out.
Yeah, that is Nebraska at number 15, Utah. And then also the kind of the primetime game on New Year's Eve next week, Mark, number 10, Miami, who we just mentioned, against number 2, Ohio State. That'll be the quarterfinal of the college football playoff. So that begins next Wednesday, New Year's Eve. And then on New Year's Day, the college football playoff continues. We'll have number 5, Oregon, number 4, Texas Tech go at it. on Thursday morning, New Year's Day morning. And then in mid-afternoon, we have number 9 Alabama going up against number 1 Indiana. Any predictions for any of these pointless bowl games, or I guess the games that truly matter in the college football playoff?
Yeah, I've thrown the towel in on all those made-up bowl games. I
I mean,
feel like
you can almost understand why Notre Dame's like, we're done. Like, and
yeah,
it also
absolutely.
and JMU and Tulane also proved that Notre Dame should have been in it.
Oh, absolutely agree. And honestly, at this point, I feel like you're losing money if you're traveling to these things. I mean, I think the cool name was Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl with Duke and
Hell
Arizona
yeah.
State.
Oh yes, I go to that.
That was fantastic. But no,
Great.
I think you might. I mean, this is gonna sound cliche, but I think Ohio State's going for a back-to-back natty. I really don't. I really don't see anybody really jumping in front of them. I mean, Texas Tech did look great, but I mean, I don't really feel like they played anybody worthwhile.
Yeah, it's just let me ask you this: has this new format, this new structure, has this kind of ruined college football, or does it make it more, I guess, not intimate, but more? I don't even know the term I'm trying to think of. Does it make it more, I guess, elusive?
You know, I think it makes it more elusive in the fact that I do like the fact that we get to see more schools. However, I think everybody was more focused on getting more schools involved in the playoff, but they forgot instead of having 2 bye weeks or 3 tune-up games, why not make an Indiana play a top 4 SEC, ACC, Big Ten, whatever it is? Make these guys play real teams before we just say, oh, they belong in the playoffs because they're 12-1.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, and a lot of people want it to be like the NCAA tournament basketball. They want that tournament style, bracket style feel. Yeah. I mean, I don't know who mentioned this. You could have had like the bowl games be like obviously you're not going to have 116 teams in a tournament or however many there are in college basketball. And I do disagree with Joel Klatt on what he said about the college basketball tournament, by the way. But I mean, you could have those no-name bowl games, like start a tournament and then kind of work your way in towards I don't know. Somebody mentioned and I thought it was a good structure. They had it all laid out. It was kind of a bracket style, and you could still have the bowl games, but you put the shine back on them. You put the meaning back behind them and just include them in the college football playoff, and just start with those stupid bowl names on the outside and work your way in. Like, obviously, again, you're not going to have as many teams like the basketball tournament, but I don't know. There's when did this start? Like 5-6 years ago, however many it was. And they're like, oh yeah, we're still tinkering with it. Obviously, more tinks need to be made because it's just weird and crazy, and whoever's on the selection committee needs to be fired. And yeah, I don't know if it ruins college football, but again, the bowl games are pointless. Like, what are these teams playing for besides the Tony the Tiger trophy? I don't know. Do you get free Frosted Flakes for life? I don't know. It's just, yeah. Nobody's watching these bowl games unless you're diehard for those schools, I guess.
Right. And like I said, you can't be making that much money off of it. And furthermore, I mean, like, Ole Miss didn't even get a challenge. Once again, Notre Dame would have given somebody a run for their money. Even if they lost by 2 scores, that would have been way more interesting than 41-10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah, I love the idea of more schools, but if they're going to go in there and do that, what are we doing?
Yeah. Do you agree with the notion too that Notre Dame not only should join a conference, but them not being in a conference obviously ruin their chances of getting in? But again, what does that have to do with it? If they're good, they're good. All right.
No, I fully agree. If you got the record and you've got the wins, you should be able to win it in. I do personally believe it was held against them that they're not in the conference. And I've even talked to Notre Dame fans who are like, well, we should just join a conference. I don't disagree with that, but also you shouldn't be punished. The school makes enough money. Why be in a conference?
Yeah. I mean, it's Notre Dame. It's one of those not pristine schools, but it's one of those. I mean, they're so well known. Their logo is maybe one of the most recognizable. So they got a lot going for them, except for, I guess, being in a conference.
Right. Right. I mean, hey, Rudy took the school on his back. That
Yeah.
should be enough.
Yeah. That alone should get you into into the tournament. Yeah, it's funny. On my watch list, I'm excited for January 6th, by the way, Mark, the Unrivaled Season 2 of the 3-on-3 Women's Basketball League getting going. I don't know if you saw any of the media day, and 2 new teams this year because there's so many ladies that are joining. We got the Breeze and the Hive, 2 new teams. Some ladies switched around. I'm excited to see Cam Brink. She's healthy this year. She's also very, very good to look at. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. 3-on-3 is fun. Stationed down in Miami. And yeah, I mean, if you haven't watched the media day stuff, go watch that. Some interviews and stuff like that. Some media day photos. They got what is it called? The tunnel walk, the tunnel fits. Again, always good, always cool to see. No, Caitlin Clark is not in it if you live under a rock. So sucks for you guys. Kate Martin, by the way, she left the Laces. She's no longer on the Laces. She is now on either Hive or Breeze. I can't remember which one. I think it's Breeze, but yeah, I'm excited for Unrivaled Season 2.
Yeah, and I'm more excited to watch exactly how this sport is just growing. I think this is the coolest thing to watch is everything unfold in the favor of all these athletes that are finally paving a way for younger female athletes to look forward to doing something with it.
Yeah, so Kate Martin's on the Breeze. Yeah, and like you said, just cool to see it. By the way, Haley Van Lith is in Unrivaled this year as well. And if you haven't seen, I'm going to pull it up here. Yeah, I mean, not only is it growing like you mentioned, but I mean, they had to expand into 2 teams or 2 new teams because there was so much interest. So many ladies was like, I guess I'd rather play in this than to go overseas or what have you. So you got the Breeze and the Hive, like we mentioned, the 2 new team, Laces, the Lunar Owls, the Mist, Phantom BC, Rose, and Vinyl. And yes, Lexi Hull is back on the Rose, if you were wondering. So she is there. Players this season, Alyssa Thomas, Rakia Jackson, Satu Sabali, Paige Beckers is on Unrivaled for all you Paige Beckers fans. There you go. Sonia Rivers, Erica Wheeler, Brianna Stewart is back. Lexi Hull, as I mentioned. Azura Stevens, Jackie Young, Sonia Citron. God, I love Sonia Citron. Veronica Burton, Kate Martin, like we mentioned. Derica Hamby, Natasha Cloud, Aaliyah Edwards, Kiki Ariafin, who was a rookie in the W this season.
Kiki should have been the rookie of the year.
Yeah. Or Sonia.
Yeah, I'm not. I get it. I get it.
They were teammates. Could have got a co-rookie. Monique Billings, Nafisa Collier, one of the founders of Unrivaled. Ray Burrell. Oh man, beautiful. Chelsea Gray, Brittany Sykes, Kelsey Mitchell, Naz Hamilton, Kalia Copper, Alicia Gray, Sakira Austin, Courtney Williams, Sug Sutton, Natasha Heidemann. So you got the stud buds in there. Both of them are playing. Skylar Diggins, Brittany Griner, Ryan Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Rachel Banham, Cameron Brink, Arike Umbawali, Marina Mabry. So many names. Alana Smith, Jordan Canada, Kelsey Plum, Dana Evans, Ari McDonald, Rebecca Allen, and Dominique Malunga, who also was catching alley-oops, by the way, and dunking the ball. So Should be fun.
Get in there.
Yeah, should be a very fun season. All right, Mark, anything else on your watch list?
Just one more. The NHL. Yeah, obviously it's that time of the year. Love it. My Red Wings, in first place in the Atlantic as of right this minute. Last night on the 23rd, beating the Dallas Stars in overtime. Dylan Larkin, the captain, the skipper, getting the game winner. But no, love hockey. So definitely going to start tuning in all my attention to that, especially with the football seasons, both college and the NFL wrapping up. So it's time to throw that favorite sweater on.
Yeah, Detroit. How about that? Tied for first in the entire Eastern Conference. By the way, we haven't seen that in a long time. But you did see who's number one in the entire league, though, right?
Dude, they're on fire. The Avs are on fire.
Yeah, they. I mean, first to 60 points already. Pretty crazy. Only have 2 losses in regulation, by the way. It's crazy. They have 7 overtime losses. So they're getting points.
7 points. Yeah, 7 points.
They're getting points in there. So yeah, that is crazy. All right. Anything on your not watching list?
I don't know if I would say I'm not watching or, that it angers me. What is your take on this DK Metcalf and this fan stuff? Because for me personally, I feel that the fans have a right to say anything to get the player off their game. However, I draw the line at any racial slurs, if that's truly what had taken place. Putting hands on a player, that should never happen, or throwing shit on the field. So for me, I feel like if you're getting just hammered by one of these fans and they don't cross any of those 3 lines, that's what you're paid to do. What do you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, did he break his jaw like Jake Paul? I don't know. But
I don't think so.
I mean, was it that, or was it? I read somewhere that he called him by his full name, and he didn't like that or something.
The government name,
yeah, or something stupid. I don't know. Again, I mean, I don't think we're gonna have any malices at the palaces anymore, because that was just straight up crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, again, like you mentioned, they get paid to get criticism, to get yelled at, to get mocked, to get booed, to get cheered, to get everything from fans. I would have been okay with DK knocking out somebody if he ran on the field and started trying to hit him or trying to tackle him, and at that point it's just self-defense. But yeah. It's got to be. I think it's somewhere in the contractual obligations of a player to never reach into the stands unless. That's where, is it a double-edged sword? Because look at the Lambeau Leap. You're jumping into the stands. What if a fan
goes overboard?
Yeah. What if a fan socks you in the nuts or rips your pulls on your face mask? What happens then? The player literally jumped into the stands. Am I not allowed to touch him? I don't know. But swinging at a fan from the field, I guess that's where they're no, 2-game suspension.
Yeah, and that's where I said it's I don't know. I mean, not that I would ever agree with it, but even because I also read another one where he may have called his mom something. Not that I agree with that behavior, but at that point too, walk away. He's probably drunk and acting an idiot anyway. What are you worried about what they're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's Detroit. What else do they have better to do?
Right. They're Lions fans.
All they're doing is getting drunk and listening to Eminem. That's all they do. And yeah, they screw. They help 3 other teams get into the playoffs besides themselves. That's where they stand right now. No, but yeah, if it was your mama joke, I would almost say that's funny because I was with your mom last night. I would have a retort or something like that. Right. Or yeah, I don't know, because I would, if he would have been hey, your government name is this. And I would have been yeah, only your mom calls me that, but that's cool.
Right.
Yeah, DK he's kind of had not a troubled past, but he has, he has had some mix-ups in the past in Seattle and some questionable acts of kindness, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, 2-game suspension. It kind of luckily Pittsburgh won that game, but they're gonna need him. They're gonna need him down the stretch.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And this is the wrong time to get suspended. That's kind of where I was coming from on the if he did say anything, I mean, if he did anything short of putting hands on you, just walk away. I mean, this juncture of the season, you should have your earmuffs on anyways. I mean, and I hate to say that because no, I'm not condoning any crazy behavior by a fan. I think there is a line. However, you're one of the star players. They're gonna need you. What are you doing at this point of the season?
Yeah, it's crazy. What I'm not. Can we just, speaking of stupid acts and stupid players, can we just get rid of Draymond Green? Is it time? Is it? I mean, is it? I mean, what? A couple weeks ago, a month ago, we were talking about John Morant. Listen, do not hug Draymond Green if you see him on the street. Okay?
You'll get assaulted.
Yeah. I mean, he will punch you in the face as well, but yeah, just flip him off and keep going.
Right.
I mean, he was yelling at Steve Kerr on the bench the other night. Remember, this is the dude that punched Jordan Poole at practice, and somehow Jordan Poole gets traded. It's just crazy. I mean, remember, was it last year or the year before? There, he was like, I'm going to counseling. I'm going to settle down. It has not changed one, just like John Morant has not changed one damn bit. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he needs a breath of fresh air or a new place to go to. Like, if you're the Warriors, are you like, we're done with this guy? Like, trade doors open. See ya.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was over for him when he tried to put his foot through someone's chest cavity all the way to his spine. I mean, how many people has he stomped on in his career?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like this guy has dirt on that ownership. Why is he still around? It does not make sense.
That's what I mean. Like, do they? At this point, I don't know who the GM of Golden State is anymore. But if you're watching this and he got up and left the bench, which was a lot of people are criticizing that, but it was probably the best move because either him or Steve Kerr or somebody was about to throw a DK Metcalf at somebody. And so maybe it was the best situation. Like he said, it was probably best for me to remove myself from the situation. But why are you yelling at your coach in the first place? Like, I get it. It's passion. It's the heat of the moment. I don't know.
He has a lot of those. At some point, there's got to be accountability. I'm almost willing to bet that counselor he went to was more of a hype guy like Draymond. Like that one meme where it's Kermit the Frog dressed as a Sith. Yeah. He's like, punch him in the face. I think that's where he went.
Like, how they show those movies with like an angel or a devil on one shoulder. He literally has two devils, and they're just like, "There's F him up, Draymond. F him up, B."
Hey, no balls if you don't, bro. No, you know what I mean? He's going after it. Yeah. And every time he's made the wrong decision.
Yeah. So maybe him and John Morant should just go on some kind of tropical vacation, just get away and retire because we're sick of it.
Or go join a gang. Either at this point would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, Ja's got the guns, Draymond's got the attitude, so.
And the hands, obviously.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Anything else you're not watching?
Not at this juncture of the year. I think that does it for me. I'm ready for 2026.
I guess let me ask you for your opinion. I don't know if you watched the Jake Paul fight. What was your overall reaction of that? And was it Drake? I think Drake put like $2 million on Jake Paul to win, and he was all pissed off. Was it broken jaw in two places? A lot of people calling it a publicity stunt. A lot of people calling it rigged. Jake Paul even came out and said he's going to open a lawsuit against something. I don't know. What was your whole reaction to all of this?
So I do think it's real that he got his jaw broken. Let me start off with saying these points. I do believe it was a publicity stunt because I think Anthony Joshua would have done that to him way sooner than the 6th round. However, I think it was something contractual that was hidden from the public saying that, hey, so many rounds, you got to let him stand. But nonetheless, that knockout was brutal. I love to see every minute of it. And I love to see Jake Paul dive at Anthony Joshua's feet like 6 times in a row because he was getting worked. So I don't know. I guess for me, it was more entertaining this time around because he got a boxer that was actually not coming into the ring with a walker, and a guy that can actually punch and have power. So I was entertained in that stance, but I don't think it was fully real because the 6th round to me seemed a little far fetched.
Yeah, I was gonna possibly place a bet or two on some of the action that went down, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. Yeah, it was just it seemed kind of off, like you mentioned, like just seemed kind of off. I don't know. I'm not a big fight watcher. Did catch a couple of moments in this one. Saw obviously the highlights. I did like how Joseph, after Paul went down, just had like that, almost like obviously a cockiness. Like, dude, like this fucking social media guy's done. Like he's done.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, AJ got his, and I think every bit of that part was real. Like I said, where I'm not convinced is it took him 6 rounds. I just, like you said, just a minute ago, there was a few points in the fight where I feel like there was plenty of openings that weren't taken. Not that boxers take every opening that's given to them. However, to be a boxer, the precision punching that they are getting paid for and that they're extremely well at is kind of hard to believe when there was that many openings left open, if you will. But like I said, 6th round, a little far-fetched, but I think the knockout was the real deal. I do think he got his jaw broken. Watching that fight live, watching the replays, it definitely looked like it hurt.
Yeah. So did have surgery right after him, and his little brother was there with him. So there you go. All right, let's move on to the entertainment portion of the show. We're not going to spin the wheel review just yet. We are going to do a top 5 Christmas movie list. And then we'll spin the wheel review here in a couple minutes for next week's watching assignments. So we just scrapped everything we were going to do a week or two ago. So it is Christmas time. And so here we go. You want to start things off? And we can list it 5 through 1, 1 through 5. Doesn't have to be in any particular order.
Yeah. I'll let you go this one first, seeing how the technical difficulties were mostly on my side last time.
Not necessarily, but definitely on my list is going to be Elf, obviously starring Will Ferrell, and almost a must watch. I know a lot of people are getting sick of it. A lot of people think it's overrated. I've seen this movie on a lot of people's like overrated Christmas list or Christmas movie list, and
that hurts.
could not disagree with that more. But yeah, just great. Will Ferrell, James Caan, Zooey Deschanel, just great one. And yeah, I mean, what else can you say about it? Just awesome. Just top it off with
love that movie. It's not in my top 5, but absolutely love Elf.
There you go. All right, your turn.
So for me, always gonna love the classic It's a Wonderful Life. I don't care what anybody says. These younger kids have no idea the pain that George went through on that bridge that night to come back to appreciate everything he has. Absolutely love that movie.
There you go. Nowhere near my list is that movie. Because you know why, Mark? Never even seen it. All right. I'm going to count, I don't know. It's 2 movies, but I think I'm going to count them as one because you have to watch them together, Mark, and that's Home Alone 1 and 2. You just have to. you just have to count them as one. I mean, it is the same franchise. Yeah, just classic Christmas movies. Macaulay Culkin, obviously, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern. It's just all around fun, especially the second one. Tim Curry, Rob Schneider as one of the bellboys, hilarious. And then obviously the same family. I always see these memes and these posts this time of year, like of the McAllister house, and everyone's like, what do they do for a living to be able to live in a house like that in the suburbs of Chicago, by the way? Yeah, everyone thinks that the dad is like a drug dealer. That's a funny theory, but yeah, two Christmas classics that we're gonna condense into one: Home Alone 1 and 2.
I love that. Plus, how did he pay that electricity bill? And then in the first one, John Candy making his cameo. Both of those are definitely on my list as a one piece as well. So love that pick. Love it. I think next for me is definitely The Year Without a Santa Claus. It's an animation where you have the heat miser and the snow miser, and absolutely love it. The elves were sent down to help out Santa, create more magic. Fantastic film. Can't get enough of it.
There you go. Again, nowhere near my list. Haven't seen it. Yeah. So that's
it's a good ones. Those are two good ones. You got to give it a shot.
Are you sure?
Well,
okay.
I might be speaking too high on them, but they're still on my list.
All right. Well, this might be a curveball, might be an unpopular pick, but over the last couple of years, I've started watching this one around Christmas time, and that is Noel, starring Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. It is I think it's a Disney movie. It is a Disney movie. Anna Kendrick, obviously, if you know her from Pitch Perfect, it's more of a comedy. Obviously, Bill Hader's in it, so it's got to be a comedy, right? Anna Kendrick is pretty hilarious. If you haven't seen it, it is a good one. Premise of the story: Santa dies. Bill Hader and Anna Kendrick are Santa's kids, and obviously they're prepping Bill Hader's character because he's the son to be Santa, and he just can't take the pressure. Doesn't really want to do it. Moves to Phoenix of all places to open up a yoga studio. And Anna Kendrick ventures out to find him. So she brings like the sleigh and the reindeer down to Phoenix. Everyone thinks that it's a publicity stunt, stuff like that. Anna Kendrick's walking around Phoenix like in a full winter garb, by the way. She doesn't know what sunblock is. And so it's pretty hilarious. And then she does get Bill Hader back to the North Pole, but he still doesn't want to be Santa. So by the end of it, we have our first woman Santa Claus, as Anna Kendrick becomes Santa at the end of the movie. Pretty cool premise, pretty cool switch on Santa, and it's a pretty cute movie.
I mean, I've never watched it. Honestly, I've only heard of it once before tonight, so honestly, not on my list.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I think it's not a must watch, but if you're a Christmas fan and you want some comedy in your holiday season, I would give it a watch.
Nice. Next on my list, and this is kind of out of left field, but I absolutely love it, is Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. I think Rob Schneider narrating it, Adam Sandler in it, all the special guests. I think it's a fun movie, and it's funny. And it's an Adam Sandler movie, so you gotta love it.
There you go. Yep, I've seen it. Actually, have seen that one. But yeah, not in the top 5, but it's around some people's lists. All right. Another one that I consider kind of a Christmas classic. I mean, say what you will about it, watch it every season, Mark, and that's Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad.
Just watched that last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's so dumb, but it's a must watch around this time. Phil Hartman trying to bang Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife the whole movie.
And the confidence behind him too.
Yeah, Turbo Man and all that. Basically, Arnold Schwarzenegger cannot catch a break in this movie either. I get it; he works a lot and stuff like that. The wife is pissed off that he's never home. The kid's pissed off that he's never home. He keeps promises to go all these things, and he never makes it. And then turns out he
tries to scam him.
Jim Belushi. How about that cameo? That's
Always loved Jim Belushi.
I almost forgot he was in it, but yeah, that is that's a deep pull. That's a deep pull. There you go. All right,
one of my favorite scenes is that though is when they were like faking, oh, it's a bomb, and then it actually blows up, and Sinbad goes, "It's a real bomb. These people are sick. This world is sick, full of sick people."
Yeah, Sinbad was great back in the day.
Oh, I love him.
All right, I think we got one left.
One left, and it's funny because Jingle All the Way was tied with this one for me. But Christmas Vacation, I'll never get sick of it. I don't care how corny it is. Cousin Eddie is hilarious. Clark Griswold not getting anything to go his way that entire Christmas season was fantastic. The in-laws, the drunken in-law, the old men, just fantastic. I watch it every year and can't get enough of it.
I will say, and sorry to say this, that's on my top 5 most overrated Christmas movies, along with A Christmas Story, along with, I don't even know what else is on that list, but there you go.
For shame. Right. Christmas Story I get.
My last one, it's really 3, plus a little stint on Disney Plus as a series, but I'm combining it all into one, and that is the Santa Claus franchise with Tim Allen. Again, you watch one, you kind of got to watch all of them. I thought the series was really good on Disney Plus as well. Kind of showed the backstory, their kids and stuff like that, which was really cool. I'm sad Bernard was not in the third one. They had Elf. Yeah, so the first one, it's just a classic. And then, the second one, Elizabeth Mitchell joins the cast. If you don't know who Elizabeth Mitchell is, she's from a lot of people. You see her picture, you think Lost, but for watching. I think I watched Lost before the Santa Claus 2, Mark, and I was like, "Holy crap, Elizabeth Mitchell's in this!" Like all I'd known her for is from Lost, and then obviously the third one, you got Martin Short as Jack Frost in it, and
fantastic.
Yeah, so I think obviously the first one you can't. It's so hard to be a sequel in some of these classic movie franchises, but I think they did a good job. The first and second one were really good. The third one, maybe hit or miss, but still pretty funny, still pretty clever and stuff like that. So I got the Santa Claus franchise to round out my list.
Love that. Great pull, and the episodes that this little mini series they came out with, fantastic. You had Peyton Manning, you had Kumar, you had just so many great pulls. So love it. Love that pick.
There you go. So that is it. That is our top 5 Christmas movie. Technically, like top 8 if you combine some of the some of the movie franchises we had in there. But let us know what you think. If you have any updates, if whatever you think is overrated and stuff like that, post it to our social media accounts as well. Well, I guess it is time finally for the wheel review, as we kind of skipped it the last couple of weeks, but that is absolutely fine. So we're just going to go right into the wheel review. If you're new again, we pull up this little wheel here and we spin it, and we got to watch whatever it lands on. I think
I'll watch a movie and Michael will watch a TV show.
We could have put a Christmas background in the back of this. I didn't even think of that. They gave us a whole bunch of little Christmas. There we go.
There it is. That's smooth.
There we go. We'll do that for this little segment. I don't know who went first or last or whatever, but however you want to do it.
You go first.
All right, here we go. Wait, did I see one that's a secret wheel? What is that? Well, I'm watching a movie anyway.
Look at that.
Why does the crowd always love it? I don't get it. All right, we'll go to movie genres. Here we go. Well, watch it land on holiday. Perfect. Nope.
Almost.
Action.
Hey, you could still get Die Hard and still be in the festivities of Christmas.
By the way, do you feel like that's a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I don't care what Bruce Willis says. Christmas movie all the way.
Look at Die Hard's on there.
There it is. There it is.
Wait, is that the Die Hard franchise or Rambo franchise? I don't know.
It has to be, but we always start with the first, so it works out.
Oh my God, it's gonna land on.
Stop! Let's go!
All right, I haven't seen this in a very long time, so that kind of works out.
Fantastic.
Kind of works out. I have not seen it in about 15 years ish. I do not watch that.
That is awesome.
Time, by the way, so. But I don't even think of it. I want you to land on the secret. I wonder what the secret wheel is. All right, let me know when you want us to go here.
Let's run it.
Hey, you got a movie.
Who would have guessed?
You got a movie. All right. Maybe. There we go. All right. Genres. Here we go. Holiday. Oh, you got Marvel?
Oh,
wait.
that was close.
Marvel Madness. Crowd loves it. Is there even a Marvel? Oh, there is. Look at that. All right. We got Avengers, Doctor Strange, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm guessing that's what GOGT is. Iron Man, Ant-Man, Thor, Spider-Man. Here we go. Ooh, Ant-Man. There is three Ant-Mans now, by the way. So
I've never watched any of them, so I'll let you pick.
Oh, you can watch the first one.
All right.
Yeah, do the first one. Why not?
I can run that one.
Why the hell not? There you go. So yeah, I got to watch Die Hard, which kind of ties in with the season, and I got to watch the first Ant-Man movie. So there you go. All right, before we get on out of here, obviously in about 10 hours ish, 9 hours. Volume 2, Stranger Things. What are we thinking? Obviously, the whole cast, by the way, has been on Jimmy Fallon and/or another another talk show. So obviously, not much spoilers to get out. I don't know if you saw the Duffer Brothers on Jimmy Fallon. He gave them a bunch of Funko Pops from the characters, and I
missed that.
They kind of placed them on what the characters are going to end up doing. I think Steve fell off the desk. I don't know. People are kind of theorizing that as he's going to die. I don't know, but excited, nervous. What are we feeling here?
A little bit of both excitement and nervous, maybe some anxiety. Like we talked about last, I truly believe one of our beloved characters is going to die doing some heroic stuff. And remember, we did talk maybe Steve, maybe Will. I mean, maybe Hop, right? I mean, I don't know. So I am nervous. I think we're going to be in for some fireworks, as this show is known for, and also waiting for Max and Holly to get back to reality.
Yeah, based on the trailer, one of the latest trailers. Obviously, you see Holly. You see all the kids that the Demogorgons took. They all land in this cocoon world of Vecna / Henry / 1 / Mr. What's It.
Right.
How would you like to be a character with 4 different names? But anyway, you saw them all.
He gets 4 different paychecks.
That would be awesome if I was that dude, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So we all see them land in this mind state that Holly and Max are in. We see Holly, she's back at the house, by the way, to welcome her friends, which I'm assuming is part of the plan that Max and Holly cooked up in the caves. We're still, I don't know if they're going to show it. I guess there's a big Broadway show now called The Last Shadow for Stranger Things. I guess that tells actually a lot of the behind the scenes of Henry and why he's afraid of the cave. Maybe they'll show that in the show. I don't know. I'm interested to see what 8 has to do. We saw 8 come back.
That's right.
A lot of theories out there that 11, 8, and Will are all going to team up and try to destroy Vecna / the Mind Flayer. I've also seen like they're going to rescue Henry from this grip that either Vecna or the Mind Flayer has on them, and Henry's going to join the fight against the Mind Flayer because they rescue him from whatever kind of shitty mind state he's in. But so yeah, there's different theories. Some are you kind of makes you do that dog like
right,
and some of them you're like get out of here with that. But I don't know. I'm like you. I'm excited, nervous, anxious. Yeah, people are going to be ripping open presents. I'm going to be dancing to Running Up the Hill. I don't know. Have you seen those posts, by the way? They're hilarious. They're like,
yes,
everyone else on Christmas is me, and someone's like dancing to the Kate Bush song. So
love it. Love all those memes.
And we will try to be back, by the way, maybe on Friday, maybe on Saturday for Talking Strange to recap these 3 episodes. And then a week from right now, we're going to have the finale mark, the 2-hour finale, by the way. So can't wait to get into that one as well. I don't know if we'll have a pre-show like this one on the day before, but we will definitely wrap things up with an episode of Talking Strange to just recap the season, recap the last 10 years of our lives, of the characters' lives, of everything. So we will get into that. Another quick question before we get out of here. Did you see the new trailer for Avengers Doomsday that dropped today?
I have not. I was I spent a little bit longer at work than planned, so I kind of didn't get a chance to catch up. But I did see a couple of different posts on it, and was kind of waiting till I got a couple minutes to myself to be able to actually watch the full thing.
Well, let's just pull it up right now, shall we? Can we do that? Are we allowed to? Will we get fined?
We'll find out.
Because I'm just here so I don't get fined. You feel me?
Hey, me, you, and Marshawn.
You know what's funny is I did buy a pack of Skittles tonight, which is crazy.
I love that.
I should have been eating them and been like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
The stars are aligned.
Let me pull this up here. Here we go. There we go. We'll put this over here. I don't know what this does. Makes it a little bit clearer. So here we go. Can you hear it, by the way?
Very, very low. Just could be on my side though.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to hear it. There's no talk. Honestly, like Like,
that leaves it open for so much.
so I've already seen theories, read theories about this too. Is obviously in the end of, was it Endgame, Avengers Endgame, Steve goes, you know how he went back in time to put all the stones back where they needed to, and obviously he stopped and lived his life with Peggy Carter, and I'm assuming they had this baby because that's the same house that was in those kind of flashbacky dream sequences, I guess. And
Right.
a lot of people saying is that having that baby in that timeline is what's causing Avengers Doomsday, is what I read, which obviously probably if all these nerds who read the comics, I'm a complete nerd too, so it's all right.
We all are. We all are.
It's cool to be a nerd nowadays, but yeah,
It is.
and I don't know how close there's so many comics to be read in this universe, like I'm not even
Oh,
close.
yeah.
So maybe it's in the comics, maybe these timelines and storylines are in the comics, I don't know. But I mean, it seems plausible that I guess creating another life in a timeline that you're not even supposed to be in can, and if you've seen the series Loki, obviously it explains a lot of the timeline differentials and why going back in time and screwing things up in one, and then hopping multiverses and timelines screw up just everything, and that's what is bringing on Iron Man, aka Doctor Doom, aka Robert Downey Jr. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. It's just going to be weird to see Robert Downey Jr. playing someone other than Iron Man 2, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also,
no, agree.
oh, sorry, and also if you've been following like Marvel and stuff closely, speaking of Ant-Man, if you saw Loki, if you saw Quantumania, the third Ant-Man movie, they introduced the villain that was supposed to be before Doctor Doom, and that is Kane the Conqueror, and played by Jonathan Major, who got into some trouble in his personal life, had like domestic violence or domestic abuse charges, and so they completely scrapped that storyline, Mark, like one of the huge storylines, because he's part of that timeline, multiverse shifting, traveling type of dude. And I mean, he's one of the most powerful. I mean, honestly, this dude could probably just stomp Thanos. With Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlets, it's just a whole different beast. Again, we could probably do a whole show. I'm not trying to take up your time. I know you got to. But anyway, they completely scrapped King the Conqueror because of his personal stuff. And you know what, Mark? Like after all, like the charges were dropped. So then there was talk like, well, let's bring that storyline back. But they had already started doing all this Doomsday stuff. So I don't know if they're going to go back to that. But yeah, Jonathan Major got fired and his contract was terminated and stuff. So crazy to think of what would have been.
Right. Well, and I mean, like any other time travel or multi-universe story we've ever been familiar with, is even when the hero sets it back to what's supposed to be or to what's right or to what they see fit, right, for a happy ending, we've always known that the villain can come back, or a new villain, if you will, can come back and always disrupt whatever was recreated. So, I mean, it's extremely plausible to be able to go and ruin that with any storyline that they wanted to do in the past, or anyone that they wanted to make up from now. So, like I said, that whole trailer just leaves so much open.
Yeah, and by the way, they played like the Avengers like music, but it almost like a piano, goosebumps every time. By the way, so yeah, and then
Love it.
because they never teased. Obviously, at the end of Avengers Endgame, we all basically assume Cap. Obviously he passed the mantle, literally passed the shield to Falcon, and Falcon became the new Cap. They already made a new movie with the new
Right.
Captain America, by the way. Yeah, so I mean, not only think of how far Anthony Mackie has come, by the way, from getting beat on the streets of Detroit in a rap battle against Eminem to being Falcon, and now Captain America. That's pretty. But we all assume not only Steve Rogers done, but we all assume Chris Evans was done. So it's cool to see him back in this trailer. So
Absolutely, and
they kept that shit like lipped, like sealed, like nobody knew he was coming back.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. But yeah, props to Anthony, or I'm sorry, Clarence, whose parents had a
Yeah,
real nice marriage. So
yeah. He went to Pembroke. It's a private school.
right, right. This guy's a gangster.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I got goosebumps again. A whole year away, but still cool. I'm
Love
sure
it.
we'll get a couple probably Marvel projects in between. I know there's a new Spider-Man. That's going to be interesting. Brand new day. They're going to have the Punisher in that, which I'm excited for. The Punisher, probably an underrated Marvel series. If you haven't watched, John Benthal is one of my favorite
Yep.
actors too. You might recognize him from The Walking Dead, but yeah, that's a kind of an underrated storyline in the Spider-Man universe as well. So you might want to go check that as well. But thank you for watching, listening, however you consume us here on this Christmas Eve morning. Happy holidays to everyone out there. And again, we'll be back hopefully maybe on Friday, maybe on Saturday, or maybe just our normal Sunday. We might want to get on the air a little bit sooner to recap the next 3 episodes of Stranger Things, and then we'll be back with you next week for our final Talking Strange episode, as the series will come to a close on New Year's Eve. Or is it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day that it comes? One of the two. I think it comes out. Yeah, one of them. 2 hours long, by the way. So we're excited for that. By the way, all episodes are streaming for Welcome to Derry. If you haven't watched it, Mark, please go watch it. Speechless, by the way. If Bill Skarsgård, by the way, doesn't win an award for playing Pennywise, what is this all for?
You know it's rigged. You know it's rigged.
Yeah, set up to fail. But yeah, once again, thank you for watching. Again, go to all of our socials, follow there. Go to our home base, reclinermedia.com. Articles, blogs, Between the Lines, Pro Wrestling Daily, all on there. And yeah, so thank you. Mark, any final words before we get on out of here?
Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody enjoys whatever holiday you are celebrating. And thanks for joining us, and always a blast.
Yeah, we will talk to you soon, whether it's what we do now or Stranger Things. And to all, a good night.